What would I do with millions of dollars? Isn't this the question that's always posed by people? And you know, I thought I'd make a quick video to kind of give my point of view on it. Money means absolutely nothing to me. Money is nothing more than a symbol for all of our shortcomings, all of our devices, and more than that, it's an exchange for the efforts that we put into society. The problem with money is that it can be taken and created out of thin air, and not only that, it can be made by very little work, very little effort put forward. Now, that being said, the exchange of money is about all we have right now. So that was kind of this is why I'm going into this thing about money. I have no value for cash, but I understand what it can do. And I've fought over the years with my own mind whether or not I want to be a millionaire and do something with it, or if I just want to live humbly. And I think that what drives us to be humble is that idea that perhaps there's something else that we have to pay for on the other side. Maybe having too much money is not a good thing. Maybe we need to be, more humble in how much we desire and what we want out of life. So, I've gone through periods where I made 60 grand a year, and then I went down, now I'm making like 20, a third of that, whatever. We go back and forth, and I've often thought, well, I'd rather have less, because it makes it a lot easier to live life when you have less money, because you don't have to stress. I know that the more money a person has, the more stress it is. That being said, I finally come to the conclusion that I really, really would like to come across a large sum of money like that, because if I did, I'd be able to do something with it. In other words, let me rephrase this. Someone's going to get the money, and if it were me, at least I know that I could perhaps do something good with it. So here was my thought. I thought, you can only do so much with millions of dollars. I mean, really, you can't. You can only act locally. Unless you're a multi-billionaire, there's very little impact you can make. But I would like to have a local piece of land, and this is what I'd do if I had, say, 10 million or something. I would buy a local piece of land, and kind of out in the boonies a little bit, I would convert it into an annual festival. It would be like Burning Man, but they have regional Burning Man in like almost every state that I know of, where people can get together and, people who go to Burning Man, and anyone who's been there understands the kinship and the family atmosphere. If you haven't been to a Burning Man event, it's hard to explain, but it's kind of like a dead show, and even more so in the sense that most people are there to have a good time. They put their own money and their own efforts into it because they love being together. They love being with people. I'd love to get together with a bunch of these types of people and organize an annual festival. And a lot of people that have money, the unnamed, they do these things with their money, and they don't really get much recognition, but there are a lot of multimillionaires out there that put money into things like Burning Man and, these music festivals, not to get a profit, not to get a return. Imagine that. But to do something for the people, to give back. And I think that each one of us owes that. Any person who has extra money owes that to their community, and I'm just putting it out to the universe that I wish I had enough money to do that, because I got it all worked out. Peace and love, everybody.